Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine waking up, there's a raging storm, and then you find out a river. It's risen 26 feet in just 45 minutes, sweeping everything away. That's the devastating reality that hit Kerrville, Texas this week. Just almost unbelievable.
It is. And what's truly fascinating here, and deeply sobering, is the sheer speed, the scale of these flash floods along the Guadalupe River. Our deep dive today, and we're looking at the Live Mint report updated July 5th, 2025. It's really to unravel how something so rapid, so tragic could unfold. We want to get beyond just the headlines, try to understand the conditions underneath it all, and some surprising facts from the ground that led to this catastrophic speed, focusing, of course, on the human impact.
It's harrowing just to think about it. I mean, the report details how those waters, destructive, fast-moving waters in Kerrville, surged an incredible 26 feet. That's roughly 8 meters.
Yeah.
In just 45 minutes. Before dawn on Friday, that kind of speed, it just gives you no time to react.
Not at all.
Washed away homes, cars, instantly. But what is it about this region, this hill country, that makes it so susceptible to these sudden, devastating floods? What's going on geologically?
Well, it's largely down to its unique geology. It's almost, you could say, naturally designed for flash flooding. The hill country is characterized by thin soil, sitting right on top of highly porous limestone bedrock.
Okay.
So when you get intense rain, the water you just can't soak into the ground quickly enough. Instead, it races across the surface. It funnels into all the canyons and riverbeds in the region, turning them into, well, torrents almost instantly.
Right.
It's a beautiful area, central Texas, but it's notoriously rugged, dotted with these deep river valleys that just become conduits for huge amounts of water during heavy rain.
So that explains the rapid runoff, the surface water moving so fast. But beyond the geology, what about the weather? What kind of meteorological conditions dump that much water so quickly, causing a river to just explode like that?
That's where this phenomenon known as the training effect comes in. And it's really critical for understanding these modern flash flood events. What we saw in Kerrville wasn't just one storm cell passing over. It was multiple cells repeatedly tracking over the exact same area.
Same spot, again and again.
Precisely. Like a train of thunderstorms, each one dumping its load right there.
Right.
The ground can't recover. The river systems get overwhelmed at just an unprecedented rate. And this specific pattern, it's becoming, well, increasingly relevant when we look at the intensity of flash floods globally.
Wow. So it's not just the amount of rain, but the way it falls, hitting that specific terrain. And this immediate destruction, I mean, the human toll, it's devastating, isn't it? The reports of lives lost, people missing, It's heartbreaking.
The human toll is. Yeah, it's immense. At least 24 people reportedly killed. And what's particularly heartbreaking are the accounts of those missing. Approximately 24 girls from Camp Mystic. It's a Christian summer camp right there on the Guadalupe River. Yeah, it's one of many, century-old summer camps in that area that draw thousands of kids every year. They went missing. Rescue teams, they've been using helicopters, drones, searching through the dark. The sheer suddenness of these floods, it just profoundly complicates any standard rescue protocol. It's fundamentally different from slower disasters where there's time to evacuate or pre-position resources.
I read about 14-year-old Eleanor Lester, one of the campers. She described it so vividly. The camp was completely destroyed. Woke up just after midnight, raging storm. When rescuers came, they had to tie a rope for the girls to hold on to, just to walk across a bridge with floodwaters whipping around their legs. Her words, "It was really scary," just underscores the terror. What does her account and others like it tell us about the psychological impact, especially on young people facing that immediate danger?
It really highlights the sheer unpredictability, how fast the danger onset. Bob Fogarty, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service, he noted a river gauge near that camp recorded an astonishing 22-foot rise in just about 2 hours.
2 hours, 22 feet. Incredible.
In Fogarty's quote, I think it perfectly sums up the challenge. The water's moving so fast, you're not going to recognize how bad it is until it's on top of you.
Wow.
This isn't a gradual rise people might expect. It's a wall of water. Kerr County Sheriff Larry Letha confirmed the tragic deaths and also that about 240 people have been rescued, which, that itself is a testament to the incredible efforts facing something so sudden. And the danger wasn't even over then. More heavy rains, more flash flood warnings were predicted for the following days.
So where does this leave us? What does this all mean? This deep dive into the Texas flash floods, it just truly highlights the raw, unpredictable power of nature, how quickly things can become critically dangerous, the personal stories, the unique geology, that training effect with the weather. It's all striking.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really raises an important question for you listening right now. In a world where flash truly means instantaneous, and where meteorologists themselves say, you're not going to recognize how bad it is until it's on top of you, how do communities adapt? Especially those in flood-prone areas like the Hill Country, with all those summer camps. How do they continue to prepare for events that just defy traditional warning times, events that demand an immediate, almost instinctive response? What kind of innovative approaches do you need when a river can rise 26 feet in 45 minutes?